Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how I plan my garden. First, I need a piece of graph paper. I like to do everything by hand. And then I use the Ag Extension chart for garden planting dates. This shows you each plant and when the optimal time to plant that is. And you should be able to find that for your county online. So this one specifically is for Harris County, and that's where I live. And then this year, something new that I'm trying is companion planting. So I used the Mother Earth News in-depth companion planting guide, and I found this online. And this goes through every plant, what it should be planted near, what you should keep it away from, and then comments like it enhances the flavor of tomatoes, or it kills, or it repels Mexican bean beetles, things like that. And then I use, for planning, I use the All New Square Foot Gardening book, which I use to tell me how many plants to plant in each square foot. So the first thing I'll do is draw out each of my beds. So these are all 3 by 6. So each square foot is about 2 squares by 2 squares. So I draw out each of my beds. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 3 by 6 beds. Actually, this one's not built yet. We're going to build that next weekend. And then 2 3 by 3 beds. And then I section those off into each square foot. So I'll draw a light line each square foot. So I'll have 6 by 3 square feet in each of these beds, and then 3 by 3 square feet in these 2 beds. And then I can decide what goes in each of those square feet and how many of that thing goes in each square feet. So in this is broccoli, carrots, and cauliflower mostly. So I'll put 1 broccoli per square foot, 1 cauliflower per square foot, and I think it's 9 carrots per square feet, but I usually go back and double check my book just to make sure. And then I've planted sage in here for to keep any of the bugs away. Also marigolds and nasturtium along the edges to try to keep any cabbage moths or anything that likes to eat the broccoli and the cauliflower. And then once I know what I want to plant, what the main thing is I want to plant in each bed, like I knew I wanted to plant squash here, then I would go to the Mother Earth News companion planting guide and figure out what keeps bugs away from squash. So around my squash I've planted dill, chives, borage, nasturtium, and thyme. So those should help keep the squash bugs and any pests that'll destroy my squash. And then like tomatoes, we'll have my tomatoes here. They each get 1 per square foot, so I can fit 12 in this bed. And then I planted lettuce, broccoli, or what is that, basil, and borage in that bed. The basil helps keep bugs away from the tomatoes and also is supposed to add flavor to the tomatoes, but we'll see. If it just keeps the bugs away, I'll be happy with that. And the borage should also help keep the bugs away. And then, so once I kind of have planned everything out, where everything is going to go using the in-depth companion planting guide, I'll write kind of a calendar up on top. So this is January to February, beginning of March, mid-March, and then beginning of April. And I'll use my Ag Extension chart to say what needs planted each month, or each time each month. And then I will highlight in different colors each of those, what needs to be planted at each time, and then I'll highlight within the beds what needs to be planted then. So you'll see all the yellow needed to be planted between mid-January and mid-February. So that's actually all been planted already. And then everything in pink was beginning in March, everything in orange was mid-March, and everything outlined in orange is going to be the beginning of April. And since we pretty much entered spring here in Houston, we haven't had a frost in probably a month and a half, and the forecast doesn't show any frost in the future. Our last frost date is around March 1st. And March 1st, you can already see in the 10-day forecast, and there's not going to be any more frost. So I've already planted everything from the beginning of March. So I've planted tomatoes, corn, pole beans, an eggplant. And actually I haven't planted the string beans because I wanted to show you how to plant those. And then I'll probably pretty soon actually start planting the mid-March things, since it's been so warm here. And that's about it. So that's how I plan my garden. You just need a pencil, a piece of graph paper, the all new Square Foot Gardening if you want to use that method of planting, by sectioning off into square feet your garden. Definitely download and print off your ag extension planting dates graph. And then I'm testing out this year the Mother Earth News Companion Planting Guide, and I'm actually in the process of reading a couple books on companion planting, so I'll let you know if you should go with this or one of the books that I read at the end of the season when I see how everything goes. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.